That was really good. You got like hella close to some of these. I was like, no. What is up? I love basketball TV. It's Coach Ryan Razooky, and today we're going to be talking about the best one-on-one moves. Let's get into it. Now, the first one we're going to be working on is our crossover. So we need to make sure that this crossover is below our knees and outside of our frame. This is in the frame, this is out of the frame. So let's make sure it's outside the frame. We have a good sell. We're able to drop our shoulders, shift our weight, and get the ball below my knee from here to here. Now, when we cross over, the whole point is to sell one direction. So let's make sure that our shoulder drops and our knee drops and we're able to sell. Now, the best way to do this is to start with the bounce and then get outside of our frame. You can see how close this knee is to the ground and how much I'm selling to this side. I cross and then I cross the foot over. Anytime you cross the ball over, you must also cross your foot over. So I'm here, drop, cross this foot, and then I run past my defender. The second one is going to be our snatch. Once you make your move to drive past them, whether it's a pump fake or a crossover, or however you try to get past your defender and they cut you off, you want to have an incredible snatch. So right hand, snatch it under the right leg, or a lot of players struggle to go left hand under the left leg. So to give you a better advantage over them, make sure that you learn this way too. So left hand, snatch it under left leg. Now, the best, or actually the worst way people do this is when they snatch it and the ball goes side to side. Do not have the ball come this way. Make sure it's going forward to backwards. So that way you can really pull it back, create the extra separation to get into our shot. The third way that we're going to talk about is our hezi, or our shot fake hezi. So anytime I dribble, I can sell my shot, but then really I don't touch it and I really don't pick it up. So what I'm going to do is bounce it, sell, and then drive. But if I can make it look believable, like I'm about to shoot the ball, I can get that defense to jump, put their hands up, or get out of their stance to then get my best angles to drive. Now next is going to be our step back. And so if we can sell our drive, just like we did with our crossover, really getting into a low stance, I'm going to push that basketball, but then create the separation away. So I want them to believe and to think that I'm going this way, but really I step away. So as they try to recover, as they try to get in front of me, then I'm creating the space away to get into my shot. And we'll talk about all the details in a little bit here. Now lastly, we're going to talk about our veer step. And so to finish at the rim, it's important that you're able to draw contact even if that defender rides you all the way. So if I bounce it and the defense is on this side, I got to be able to protect it here, take a step forward, boom, take a step into them, and then extend my finish to the outside. So with our first one in our crossover, I'm going to set it up similar to how Derrick Rose does by putting it between the legs. Now, as I have this first setup, the defense is in his stance. He doesn't want me to drive or attack. Now, from here, I need to make sure the ball gets outside of my frame to make him step over towards that ball. You see the lunge here, and you see the knee drop here. This is going to force him to get off balance, and then as I cross, I have to get this foot across to continue running. Too many players mess up and they get into a hop, allowing the defense to recover. So if I were to set this up and cross over, but then hop, that's his ability to recover and stop the shot or to stop my drive to the basket. So if I do get into that hop and I'm getting incorrect footwork, you're going to see how it looks here. Cross, hop, and then he's able to recover. So even if I got him with the crossover, it doesn't serve me any purpose. But now watch me do it correctly and get the right foot across. So hit, and the right foot's here. Now I'm on his hip, and I'm able to beat him. One more time, we're going to look at it, get that crossover, boom, cross, get this foot here, and now I can beat him to the basket. So make sure that you run continuously, don't hop after your crossover. Last time, set it up, sell, drop the foot, and get to the basket. Next is going to be our drag, also known as a speed stop. So if I'm bouncing the ball, he's up in me, and I choose to attack hard left. He, if I'm able to change my speeds quick enough, will turn his body to recover, and then I snatch and drag. But that change of speeds is the most crucial part. So as I drive, I'm sizing up, I make my move, and I push, and I really extend out there. That turns his hips. Now, I'm gonna get left hand under left foot. So size it up, really push hard, left hand under left foot, set my feet to then shoot this one, or possibly drive to the other side. Now watch how the stop happens on that left foot and the ball is snatched backwards, because I'm going to show you how to do it wrong. I could drive and snatch sideways, exposing the ball. I have to make sure that I snatch it backwards to protect, because this is shot, or drive to the other side. So we talked about the crossover and how important it is to get that foot across to run and continue. Now with our step back, if I do hit this crossover, it allows this foot to get across, sell like I'm driving, and then even push off of it. Or if I were to go between, I want to get rid of these skips and really explode, make him think I'm driving to then create that space. So if I can hit this one quick enough and explode the way I'm supposed to, his hips will turn, he's going to try to run with me, cut me off at the basket, and that's when I'm able to create space and get away from him. So if I hit, explode, step back, and then get into my shot. Now the footwork for your step back, as I hit this foot across, this one pushes, same time I dribble. And then I'm lunging out, 1, 2. So I'm push, right foot across, hit, 1, 2. Right? You don't want to land both feet because now you're really, really off balance. So this one is going to go ahead and decelerate your movement backwards. So push, stop, land, up. And make sure you go up. Don't fade away when you shoot this one. So once you have him, you hit your move, you drive, step back, and then get into your shot. So we talked about our ability to shave my shoulder past my defender. Also my ability to create space away from that defender. Now when you do create that closeout and you do create that space, if I'm a good shooter, I can sell my shot to then make him stand up or close out. So let's say I hit him with a crossover and I create some space. I could sell my shot, make him believe that I'm going to shoot it, and then drive to the basket. If I hit him with a step back, I could be here, step back, sell shot, but then drive to the basket. Now the most important parts about this hezi is how close my hand can get to the ball, my eyes actually looking at the rim, and my ability to get my feet to pause. So too often I see people try to hezi and the hand actually doesn't go here, they do this. Or some sort of variation of a dab, like that, right? But you really want to make sure that your hand is actually next to the basketball, like you're going to shoot it. So if you can get here, like you're really going to pick it up and shoot it, or if you can get your feet to stop and get your eyes on the rim. Sometimes I also see people hezi without actually looking at the rim, so it's not a great sell. So he's playing defense, I make a move, I'm able to create some sort of separation, sell the shot, and then drive to the basket. But key points is that my feet get to a halt, my eyes get to the rim, and my hand gets extremely close to the basketball. Make sure your feet stop moving, like you're going to pull up, or like you're gonna step back and shoot it. Make sure your hand is right there, and then make sure that your eyes are on the rim. You could also play with your timing and do it slower or do it faster. So sometimes it might be quick, like this, and other times you might hit your move and it's super slow, and then you get into your next counter. Now lastly, you got your crossover, your step back, your fake step back, your hezi, all the moves that we talked about, and the ability to shave your shoulder past your defender. Sometimes even then they still play incredible defense and ride you all the way to the basket. So once I get to here, it's important that I understand how to create contact. Now one of the best ways to do it is to slam the ball and then put it either on my shoulder or separate it out here, right? Either is gonna work as long as I don't rock it to the midline. So if I can keep it here, I can now take my first step forward to the basket and then take my second step to hit him and then finish my layup on the outside. And if I'm initiating contact, I'm gonna win every time. But if I allow him to push me outside of the rim, I'm gonna show you how to do it incorrectly. So maybe I drive and I'm running away from the basket and I allow him to create the contact. I'll finish it out here, way too far, not where I need to be, and that's me running away from it. But if I'm actually the one initiating contact and I'm driving to the basket, I can now take my slam, step forward, and then dig into him to then finish this layup. And now you can see how much better my positioning is. So a little bit faster here. We're gonna hit this move. Boom, boom, drive, 1, 2, dig into him, and then finish the layup. But that's me initiating contact. Notice where I protect the ball, I'm not putting it in the midline. So if you drive and you bring it to the midline, like this, that's a steal. So make sure it stays on this side of your body. One more time, I'm gonna do it correctly now. I'm gonna drive, 1, 2, contact, and then finish that layup. Make sure you don't extend, just bump. We hope you enjoyed today's video, so make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did, and subscribe as we're dropping new videos every single week. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you hit the link and the pinned comment down below, it's gonna give you access to our new shooting program. So make sure that you go get that one, as it's an incredible program and it's gonna help you a ton. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Big plays. Get hated if he try to switch ways. We got liquor in the trunk and a little more smoke. Take our minds of being broke. We've been making big plays.